Welcome everyone to the Side Draft Podcast. Welcome to another episode of Side Draft Fast Picks. If you don't know what that is, we're basically going to be making our picks for the winners at Kansas this weekend.
Yes, so hopefully I'll come off a little better. I did pretty good this past weekend, so I hope I'll continue that run.
Yeah, you picked 2 of the 3 winners last week at Dover. So let's review how we did at Dover. First up, the Truck Series. You picked Johnny Sauter, who ended up getting the win. Yeah. I picked Brett Moffitt, who finished second.
So we did pick the 2 best then.
I did say last week that, Sauter and Moffitt are the 2 best in the series right now. And that goes to show you I was right for once in this podcast.
Yeah, I ain't sure what it is about Dover. I know Johnny likes that track, so I just had to go with him.
And then, of course, the Xfinity Series. That's the only one that we didn't pick a correct winner of the weekend. Should have went with Bell, but, I thought Reddick would get it done. He ended up finishing 3rd, I believe. Yes. So, still a good run for him, just not as quick as Christopher Bell.
Yeah, I thought Chase Briscoe would try to pull it off at Dover, but come a little short. I believe he finished, 5th?
Yeah, I believe so.
He still has a strong car. He's still running good. He just continue that momentum and work on getting better.
And of course, the Cup Series, we have finally done it. After 20 years of trying, 20 years of frustration, we have picked a Cup winner. You picked Martin Truex Jr., finally got the win. The only really good Toyota of the weekend.
Yeah, I just had to come out and dominate just like Martin Truex. He got put in the very back. With pit strategy, he got to the front. So, yes, I knew he was going to get a win pretty soon anyway. Once him and Copeland kind of figured out things at Gibbs and this new package, and it's going to be hard to beat him now.
And, of course, I picked Kyle Busch, and I thought, he's going to dominate the race. He wasn't even up to the front at all. He was barely in the top 10. Most of the race he was outside of the top 10, sometimes even outside of the top 15. So that's really alarming for Kyle Busch fans because he doesn't seem to have quite the speed he did at the beginning of the season. That may change since we're going to another 1.5 miles.
Yeah, it may change here at Kansas. I know at Dover he really didn't like that car a whole lot, and he voiced his opinion about it.
Yeah, and that sparked some interesting conversation throughout the weekend, or the week. And
he don't complain too much when he wins, but
yeah,
when he don't win.
Sometimes he complains when he wins, but it's still good to get some of that driver feedback, because if the package, is not good, fans will voice their opinions, and it's not good if the drivers voice their opinions as well. Sometimes
if a driver has a bad day and they're frustrated, and I don't know if they just can't get the handle on their car. Sometimes they just over exaggerate some.
Well, even Martin Truex Jr. said, the package wasn't really too great. Still very difficult to pass, to the point where it's not fun, because it's good to have a race where it's hard to pass, but when it's absolutely impossible to pass somebody unless you just have this phenomenal car like Truex did, there's just no way you're going to pass people.
Yeah, I mean, any of the series you look at, it's really kind of hard to pass. But
yeah,
I believe the Cup cars is a little tougher to pass each other.
Yeah, I think we saw the Truck Series. They had the best performance out of the entire weekend, just like normal.
Yeah.
So now, before we get into this debate on this package, let's make our picks for Kansas. There's only 2 series this weekend. No Xfinity Series.
Yeah, Xfinity taking the week off. They'll be back at Charlotte, won't they?
Yeah, they'll take 2 weeks off. We have the All-Star race, which the trucks will take that weekend, and then it'll be Xfinity the next.
Okay.
So they're taking Charlotte off and going to race Charlotte.
Yeah.
So, pretty much. And so for the Truck Series, who you going with?
I'm going with Thor Sport of Ben Rhodes. I believe he runs very well at Kansas, and I believe you see him in victory lane.
As for me, I'm going with Stuart Friesen. He's pretty strong at mile and a half tracks, especially under the lights. And so I think if he can not make any mistakes like we've seen in the past, I think he'll be in victory lane for the very first time.
Yeah, if he's not get that bad luck at the very end, I ain't sure what it is about towards the end of the race, but a lot of times pit road or something crazy happens. But if he can get through that, yeah, it's a good pick.
Yeah, we've seen it in the truck series time and time again. Whoever's dominating the race isn't safe. We've seen them run out of gas. They randomly blow up or pit stop issues. It's just truck series is a tough series to win, especially if you're a dominant car.
Mm-hmm.
So I do think those two guys would be really good. I think Johnny Sauter may not be as dominant as he usually is there, and then Brett Moffitt's another guy you need to look out for.
Yeah, he'd be pretty tough. He's a mile and a half. He's somehow pull off the wins.
And then if Johnny Sauter wins the race and dominates it, I'll play this clip back where I said, "Hey, he's not gonna be too good."
Yeah. What'd you say?
I'll have to make a public apology to him on Twitter.
Oh yeah.
Or something like that. So now the Cup Series, it's going to be insane, I think, because multiple grooves at Kansas under the lights, and with this package we saw for Las Vegas, at least when they ran the practice package under the lights, it was really intense.
Yeah, so I'm kind of looking forward to seeing it, and hopefully I get to see it this week.
Yeah.
Last week was kind of crazy, but yeah, I believe Kansas is going to be kind of a fun race to watch and see how this package is going to be under the lights.
So who do you think will be in victory lane in Kansas?
Well, there's been a lot of hype this week about the body armor, and Blaney's going to debut the new paint scheme, the body armor paint scheme this weekend, and I think he likes Kansas very well, and I think he'll get his first victory of the season.
Wow. He'll complete Penske's.
Yeah, he's got to complete it. He's got to get.
He's the missing link right there.
Yeah.
And also, speaking of body armor, stay tuned Wednesday for a special video that's kind of about that.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. And as for me, I am going with the 42 of Kyle Larson. And yes, I know he's had bad luck, but he did that smudging thing or whatever it was to get some good luck and finished third at Dover.
Finished third. I mean, he finished the race. I mean, it's pretty cool. Get the bad luck behind him, and maybe looking forward to doing better.
And we saw last year he was the dominant car at Kansas, but he got in a little tussle with Ryan Blaney there. I don't know. All the time we always pick these picks that had some history at these tracks.
Yeah, we just kind of have a little rivalry too.
Yeah. If they fight, we fight,
Yeah.
We'll see how it goes, though. No one knows really how it's exactly going to go. Is it going to be intense battling that's kind of similar to restrictor plate racing? Or is it going to be like we normally see at mile and a half and everyone's going to get spaced out?
And the leader just check out.
Yeah, then since there's no throttle response, there's no catching the guy unless your car is just faster.
Yeah, maybe one or two guys may figure it out and then just take off.
Yeah, so we'll just have to see. So stay tuned for our reviews throughout the weekend, and also stay tuned Wednesday for a new series. So that's going to be exciting. So we'll see you then.